Okay, this is going to be a simple overview of the classification of matter, and I'm beginning with pouring myself a cup of tea, because I want a cup of tea. Okay, so matter is classified in two ways, which I've kind of characterized here and here. But first, what is matter? So matter is anything that has mass and volume, so anything with a weight and something that occupies space. So that's going to be pretty much anything you can touch. That's like any physical reality. And so I've kind of characterized the two categories of matter, which we have as pure substances and mixtures. So I've categorized them as such. Pure substances are kind of like the snooty guy who's like, by Jove, man, it is a proper ratio, 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. This will make more sense later. And then there's this like hipster dude with the sombrero, and he's saying like, dude, trail mix is like whatever. And that'll make more sense later. Alright, so I'll come back to these periodically. So first we're going to start with pure substances, which is the snooty guy. So why are pure substances snooty and inflexible? Well, that's because it's a type of matter that has a definite composition. So that means it has to be the same. It has to be by certain rules. For instance, H2O, water. It has to be H2O, otherwise it's not water. And there's no other way you can make water other than H2O. Okay, so these are kind of the rules, don't jump on the couch, blah, blah, blah. Inflexible. So within pure substances, remember that matter is broken down into pure substances and mixtures. Right now we're only looking at pure substances. And within pure substances, there is another breakdown between elements and compounds. So the difference here is that elements are basically they're bricks. You cannot break them down, or they're like Lego bricks. You can't break them down any further because they are elemental. They are elements. It's like your classic Lego pieces. Compounds are things you can build with Lego pieces, right? So these can be broken down chemically, just like, a couple Lego bricks can be taken apart. But you can't just put these any way you want. They still need to fit a fixed ratio, okay? So when you have potassium chloride, it has to be 2 potassiums and 1 chlorine. Sodium chloride has to be 1 sodium, 1 chloride, 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen for water. These are fixed, and they can't be any other way. So that is pure substances. They're snooty and inflexible. So coming back to this, mixtures, why is this like chill hipster dude? Is because mixtures are more laid back, I like to think. So what is a mixture? A mixture is a type of matter where 2 or more substances are physically mixed, but not chemically combined. So this is the important part, right? Physically mixed and not chemically combined. So within mixtures, we have heterogeneous mixtures, and then we have homogeneous mixtures. And again, for the etymology, hetero means different, homo means same, and genus in this instance means something like kind. So we have different kinds and same kinds. That'll make more sense in a second. So heterogeneous mixtures are made from components that do not have uniform composition. Okay, and these are like the examples you get in textbooks, which is kind of funny because it's like trail mix, or like a bowl of rocks, or like a puppy. All these things are heterogeneous mixtures. They have different parts that you can see. Whereas homogeneous mixtures are things like air, salt water, or brass. We can't really see that they're mixed. Even this tea is water, but aside from the bubbles, you can't really see what makes it, right? And the composition is uniform throughout. So that's what homogeneous mixtures are. So hopefully this is helpful. These are the two ways to think about classification of matter. Pure substances being snooty and inflexible, and mixtures being kind of laid back and things like trail mix. But also, they can get, pretty cool too.